southeast 10 to occasionally 15 knots. The seas are 2 to 4 feet, and the bay waters will have a light to moderate chop. The winds and waters will be higher near a few thunder showers. Currently in Miami, under partly cloudy skies, it's 80 degrees. In Fort Lauderdale, it's 80, and on Miami Beach, it's 81. The surface is 83 degrees. The relative humidity is 85%, and the barometer is 30.01 and steady. Stay tuned now for sports with Lou Boda from ABC.
This is Lou Boda with World of Sports. College football Saturday night. Very few waves. Number 2 Southern Cal with some trouble beat Oregon State 17-10. Number 8 Texas Tech 49-14 over New Mexico. UCLA 17-7 over Kansas. South Carolina jumped on Miami of Ohio 42-19. Florida likewise over Rice 48-3. Arkansas upset Oklahoma State 28-6. Some other major scores: Tennessee 24-18 over Boston College. Georgia Tech 10-6 over Miami of Florida. Arizona beat Northwestern 35-3. Vanderbilt 3-0 over Wake Forest. Pennsylvania 17-7 over Cornell. North Texas State beat SMU 24-13. New Mexico State beat Wichita State 24-12. More sports in just a moment.
You've got to let it go. Go off the stop. This is where it's gone. There's no better way to say hello. There's no better way to say hello. Like you hear me come. There's no better way to say hello.
When you're shopping for relief of nasal congestion from hay fever and allergy, remember this. Duration nasal spray can relieve up to 9 hours longer than any ordinary nasal spray. Duration can relieve up to 9 hours longer than Tristan, Vicks Sinex, and Neosynephrine. Just one use of Duration relieves hay fever and allergy congestion up to 12 continuous hours. And that's Duration, the longest-lasting nasal spray. Use only as directed when needed. Saturday night baseball, Los Angeles 7-3 over Atlanta. Pittsburgh beat Montreal 6-3, and Houston blanked San Diego 11-0. In the American League, Kansas City 7-5 over Seattle. Texas outlasted Minnesota 5-4 in 17 innings. Milwaukee down Oakland 8-1. Baltimore and Boston complete their 3-game weekend series today. The Orioles have taken the first 2, and the Birds' Elliott Maddox would like to be closer.
We're sort of up against the wall. We have to continue to win because the Yankees are constantly winning, and we're doing our job, and hopefully someone is going to help us out because we don't get to play the Yankees again. 2.5 back, and somebody's going to help you out a little bit, but it could be the Red Sox. I heard you say they're a team of streaks. Right. The Red Sox have probably been the streakiest team in baseball this season. They've gone out and whipped off 10, 12 wins in a row. Then they've come back and lost 8 to 10 ball games in a row. And I think they've done that more than once or twice. So hopefully when we're through, they'll go on one of the high streaks next week and knock off the Yankees a couple of times up in Baltimore. And Red Sox are always tough in their ballpark.
Baltimore's Elliott Maddox with Frank Holston. Skipper Ted Turner and U.S. Denver among the better matchups. Lou Boda for World of Sport, the presentation of American Information Radio.
WKT, Craig Worthing aboard with you on this Sunday, 10 and a half minutes after 12. 10 and a half after 12, and it happens to be the 18th of September, 1977. And we're sitting in for Mike Spindell, who is on a honeymoon. I don't know where, or when, or otherwise. We wish him and his new bride well and happiness.
Happy honeymoon!
And that's his new bride in the background. But anywho, we'll be here till 2 o'clock, 12 until 2. And we hope you'll join us as we play some trivia with you today. And aboard with us, we have a group aboard with us who are going to throw some questions out to you. And we'll hope for the best. Barbara Martin's aboard with us. We welcome Barbara back with us.
Thank you, Craig. How are you today?
Not bad. Barbara thought it was 12 to 3, right?
Made
plans to be here till 3.
Yes, you're the cast of thousands.
Yes, we're dwindling down here a little bit. And along with Barbara Martin, we have Bob Barron. Robert, how are you this morning?
Very well, thank you. I'm another dwindler.
That's all on his ring. Good to have you aboard.
Okay.
We have Lifty Lewis. Lifty?
I have been here since 10 o'clock, and I've done on every show. So
You've got to get in closer because you've got a microphone you've got to be right on.
Hi out there. I've been here since 10 o'clock. You didn't call me and tell me that it's...
Let me say it again. I said it 2 weeks ago. It was 12, and I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks on the air. 12 to 2.
You didn't sound certain.
When you get old, you get flaky, you know what I mean? Listen, can I leave now?
Birthday, September 30th. I just...
George, would you help him turn his mic down, turn it down a little bit? Up there it is. Okay. And George Yellen's aboard with us again. We thank George for coming on board from Hall's Van Lines, and George joined our little troop here a couple of weeks back.
Well, I blew the place up.
4th of July,
Yeah,
right.
4th
yeah,
of July.
That's right. And we're glad to have George back. And we also want to thank Lifty's wife, Annie, for the delightful looking, I guess you'd call that kind of a, what would you call it? Kind of a
cake.
Fruit nut cake, right?
Get out of it yourself.
Well, I don't know. You wouldn't. A fruit nut cake. I don't know, but thank Annie.
I think it fits this crowd.
It's got to be another.
I left a little bit earlier on Friday. She might have.
All righty. George Yellen?
Yeah, 2 of mine were unanswered. Number 1, who was the first racehorse to win $1 million? And in the Olympic decathlon, there are 10 events. Name 7 of them. I'll add a couple of quickies here. This goes back into my era, those of us who were in World War II. What was the name of the bomber, what was the name of the bomber, the airplane, that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945? And one more. Where are the following academies located? The U.S. Air Academy, the United States Army Academy, the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, and the U.S. Naval Academy. What cities and states? That's it, Craig.
Okay, thank you. Bob Barron?
How do you get all the pretty women coming in and pulling your beard?
Now, there's no one with a beard. What can I tell you?
I don't have to tell you.
That gal's Fern Friedman behind us. Go ahead,
I
Robert.
thought she'd bring her own dog since we were talking about dogs all the time.
Will you ask the question? Shut up and sit down.
Pardon me. My question about the big event on the Tonight Show, the wedding of Tiny Tim and Miss Vicky, was answered. My other questions, which have not been answered, are: what is the name of the thoroughfare in Birmingham, Alabama, immortalized in a Glenn Miller instrumental? Who conducted the orchestra in the early 1940s on a Sunday night series, Your Radio Hall of Fame? Who hosted TV's It Could Be You before his untimely death? And I'll draw out a new one. What kind of rhythm was a trademark of the Gray Gordon Orchestra?
The Gray Gordon.
Yes.
The kind of rhythm did Gray Gordon have?
Very easy.
Lefty Lewis.
Do you have to?
Hello there. I ask a very stimulating question.
Would you mind facing a microphone? Come on. There we go.
What? I'd like to work this side in case there's a camera. What?
Only if they're going to put a number under you. Go ahead.
How many times were Brigham Young married? How many wives and how many children? And you already figured out what he died from.
Overexposure.
Wrong.
He was a flasher.
Wrong. Broken back and exhaustion.
His fly rusted. Go ahead, would you please give me another one here?
Well, you want another one? What state was named after a very well-known man in history?
All right. How about the other ones you've had?
Oh, who lives longer? Men, women, or fellas like Craig Worthing?
And how many years within 3?
Yeah, guess within 3.
I didn't understand his questions. All right, let's move back to the phones at 674 WKAT
They
in Dade.
understand me.
No, 463. I get a letter this week. 463 WKAT. And those letters relate to the numbers of 9528, and we shall return. That's where it goes on a Sunday, friends, after this.
What do you do when your favorite TV show is on at the same time as your wife's favorite show? Do you fight over who gets to watch in the color set and the loser gets stuck with the little black and white? Or what do you do when there are two great shows on at the same time? Do you spend the night switching back and forth between channels, very often missing the best of each show? Well, Channel TV has a way you can put an end to all that with Sony's revolutionary Betamax recording system. It actually lets you record something off one channel while you're watching another, or when you're not even home. This is only one of the great new Sony ideas from Channel TV at 911 Normandy Drive and 725 71st Street on Miami Beach. Channel TV with the latest Sony TVs, radios, stereos, and tape recorders. Sony is the finest, and so is Channel TV. Channel TV even offers you the finest service. Their trucks are out all the time answering calls with their fast, reliable, and honest service. They figure that since they're the experts, they have a responsibility to you to treat you fairly. Sales and service, the best there is. Channel TV and Electronics, 911 Normandy Drive and 725 71st Street, Miami Beach. Call them at 864-9526. That's 864-9526. And tell them Mike Spindell said hi.
We're back here on and we'll go to Broward County. Wait a minute.
That's a trick question.
Yeah, that's
In the forest.
They never did get married.
No, they were swingers.
They were never married.
No, they never did get married. No, they were swingers.
Did they?
Yeah, they were swingers, but they never did get married.
No, they got married.
No, they didn't.
It was a legal ceremony.
You may have thought so. I think Cheetah married them. I think that was part of the question that went around a few years ago when we were talking about morals and all that and stories in schools, that the Tarzan and Jane never really got married, although they did have Boy, or whatever his name was there. Are you sure they got legitimately married legally?
I'm positive. I read Tarzan. I read The Return of Tarzan.
Sure, I saw it.
Did you hear the news?
Give us an idea. Was it in England when they went to England?
No, it was in the United States.
In the woods?
In a forest in the United States.
They got married in a forest in the United States.
Right. Because her father was a professor at a university, and he was doing research in the forest, and Tarzan went to claim her. And he said, I have come across thousands of miles to claim you as my woman. And he did. And they were married.
Very chauvinistic.
I didn't know. Interesting. I never knew they were married. There was a story a few years ago, if you recall, where some school was griping about this book being read in the school because they said that Tarzan and Jane had never been married. I didn't think that either. Well, there you go. Where was Boy born? You know that?
And they were married in the second book, The Return of Tarzan.
The Return of Tarzan. I never knew he went away. I didn't either. Okay, hold on, please.
Next one's going to be The Return of Tarzan's Children.
WKAT. Hello there.
Am I on?
Yeah.
I'd like to answer one of Mr. Barron's questions about the big event on the Johnny Carson show in '69 after first saying that I sent a card to you answering Bob Martin's question full about Noah's wife giving chapter and verse in the postcard, so you should get that Monday. Okay, the big event in 1969 at the time you mentioned was the marriage of Tiny Tim and Miss Vicky.
That is correct.
Very good.
Okay, then.
Thank you. Hold on. All right. To give the other one, yesterday, Bob Martin called me on the air. Your father called me and wanted to know the wife of Noah.
Uh-huh.
And a number of people said it was Naamah, Nama, daughter of Enoch, or Enoch, or something like that.
No, he's putting more men on the job.
On the honeymoon, he's on tape.
Okay, well,
He left his bride at home. Go
I
ahead.
think I might have a couple of answers. First one was from Barbara about that actress. Was that Betty Hutton who went to a nunnery or something?
No.
No.
She was doing some kind of work in a as a waitress, I think, in like a not a convent, but that type thing. But no, she never became a nun. This actress actually became a nun, and she still is.
Oh.
At the height of her career, she left films.
See. How about the one Lifty said about who lives longer, men or women? I think it's women by about 10 years.
Say, may I have the pleasure of telling you you're wrong?
Oh, wrong twice.
Okay.
It has to be women, though.
Well, we can't tell you. We can't.
let him win because I said I gave him 3 years.
All right. How many years is it?
You're still wrong.
I'm still wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye. 674 WKAT in Dade, 463 WKAT in Broward. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon to all you folks over there.
Thank you.
Can I answer a couple of questions for you?
Try one.
Easy.
Easy. Anatevka was the town in Fiddler on the Roof.
Very good. Good answer. Anatevka. Very good. Don't answer another one.
What?
Don't answer another one. Because if you do, it's not fair to people who are holding on, you see?
Okay.
Okay?
Sure thing.
Hold on, please. Thank you, Gordon. If you'd take that and put down that name and address on the old envelope, WKAC. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Was Bobby Rose married to Judy Garland?
Bobby Rose, no.
No?
No.
Oh, I thought it was Bobby Rose.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Who's Bobby Rose?
I don't know. I just thought I had a name.
Robert Rose's mother's son.
Thank you for calling.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
In Broward County, WKAT. Hello.
Hi, Craig.
Yes.
Well, they just ripped off Anatevka for me. I'll try another one. The actress who became a nun, June Hager.
I knew somebody would say that, and she did become a nun, but she left. She went back to films. And I was talking about an actress that is still a nun.
Isn't she still?
She's married to Fred McMurray. She's still a nun, and it's a big secret.
All right, how about
Fred became a priest.
Well, how about the women living older than the men?
Go ahead.
All right. About 6 years.
Oh, that's close.
Right or wrong?
She's wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
Close isn't right.
Okay.
I thought you were going to have it.
Thank you for calling.
It just seems longer.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying.
That's too good. Thank you. 674 WKAT in Dade and 463 WKAT in Broward. We'll take another call. Hello there.
Hello. I think that women live an average of 72 years and men 68. That's what
You've got 4 years difference.
yeah.
For who?
For women. They say, well, he said women live 4 years longer.
Is that what you're saying, sir?
Right.
What'd you let Craig talk that into you? You're wrong.
Wrong?
Yeah, so far we got 4, 6, and I only gave you 3-year status. That I feel good today.
Doesn't look too old. All right.
Okay, I thought I was close there.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Put him back in the car.